Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. We have not done an update on Madalina Kojikari in a little bit, and there is some new information that has come out, so I wanted to hop on here and share with you guys. Also, I do believe that it could possibly change things. I do believe after hearing this updated information that maybe there's a chance that Madalina could be out there somewhere. And I'm going to go ahead and give you guys the information. But before I do, let me just do, for anyone that is not familiar with this story, do a little bit of an update or a recap of what this story is about. Madalina Kojikari is an 11-year-old who was reported missing on December 15th. She was reported missing by her school. Not only was she reported missing by her school, but also by her mother. Now, the thing is she had allegedly been missing since November 22nd. The last solid confirmation that police have that she was spotted was getting off the school bus on November 21st. According to her mother had not seen her since November 22nd. Now, when asked why she did not report her daughter missing, she said she did not want to cause conflict with her husband, which is her daughter's stepdad. According to her mother, her and her husband, Madalina Kojikari's stepdad, had gotten into an argument the night before Madalina reportedly went missing. The timeline has really been messed up. Now I believe the solid timeline that they're sticking with is November 22nd, that they had gotten to an argument that night. Madalina went to her room. The next day, she actually got up and checked on Madalina. Madalina was not there. Now, she said when her and her husband got into an argument, her husband actually left town. He traveled from North Carolina to Michigan, which from my understanding, I think they said it was like a 12-hour drive. And she said that he left to go to Michigan to check on some things. When she woke up and noticed that her daughter was not there, she thought that maybe her husband had taken her daughter with him, but did not call to verify. When her husband showed up back home a few days later and he did not have Madalina, she claims she was confused. She spoke to her family members, and her family members urged her to call the police. But she said she did not want to cause problems with her husband. Now, after Madalina was absent from school, the school started contacting Diana. Diana was not answering calls, so they ended up showing up at the house on December 13th. They left a truancy packet and also a note telling Diana that they needed to have a meeting with her as soon as possible and that she needed to bring Madalina. She contacted the school the next day, which would be on December 14th, telling them, I will bring Madalina to meet with you guys tomorrow and we can have a meeting. December 15th, she shows up at the school without Madalina, and that's where she tells them that Madalina has been missing since November 22nd. Cornelius law enforcement was contacted. They started an investigation. They started scouring the neighborhood. They even searched Lake Cornelius as like a protocol. They have not been able to find anything, you guys. They even started working with law enforcement in Michigan since they found out that Madalina's stepdad had actually traveled to Michigan. Now, because Madalina's parents did not report her missing, and we have something called Kaylee's Law, they were actually arrested for failure to report Madalina missing. Now, when Kaylee went missing all those years ago, her mother could not be arrested for failure to report her missing. And now, because of that, we do have Kaylee's Law. So that is the exact reason why Diana Kojikari and Christopher Palmiter sit in jail right now. And also, from what law enforcement are saying, they are not speaking up. They are not giving any answers. They are not telling them what happened, where she is. They are remaining silent. Now, they did have a bond hearing where a judge set their bond. Their bond is over $200,000. If they eventually do get released, which I don't think that's going to happen, they have to hand over their passports. Diana Kojikari is actually from Moldova. So is her daughter. They had not been here that long. I think they've just been here for a couple of years, from my understanding. Now, the way things were looking is like, in my opinion, that either the mother or the stepfather had potentially taken Madalina's life. Neighbors actually reported that on the night that Madalina was reported missing, that there was a fire in the backyard where Diana was reportedly burning couch cushions. The firefighter chief, he did confirm this. However, he said he could not really give a statement on it because he did not want to cause any problems with the investigation. He couldn't say anything other than there was a call to the residents about a fire. Now, what we are learning now, though, is not only did Christopher, the stepdad, leave town, but so did Diana. Sometime between November 22nd and December 15th, Diana was actually seen in Madison County, North Carolina, which is about 3 hours away from Cornelius, North Carolina. Now, from my understanding, she's never said anything about traveling. And the only reason that we know this now is because a deputy actually pulled up to check on her. Diana was pulled over at like a rest area that was off the side of Lonesome Mountain Road. A deputy stopped to check on her. He did note that she did not have a child with her. She was there alone. Now, once the police found out that Diana was traveling and that she was in Madison County, they put out this statement on their social media. They're asking anyone that may have seen Diana Kojikari in a gray or green Toyota Prius to come forward. And the dates that they are giving are between November 22nd to December 15th, which is really interesting in my opinion, because obviously these are the exact dates between the time that Madalina went missing. And also, in my opinion, I think it gives us maybe a little bit of hope that something else could have potentially happened. From my understanding, Christopher had lost his job. People were speculating, and this is just purely speculation, you guys, but people were speculating that maybe they had sold Madalina on the black market. And even though that would be devastating, that would be a horrible act, and that would be absolutely terrible for her, to be quite honest with you guys, my gut instinct has been that they harmed her, that they took her life. Now, not that this would be, the best thing, that if they, sold her on the black market or something, but at least she would still be here with us. And maybe that's a weird thing to say. I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, but knowing now that the mother also traveled, that was something that she left out. She did not tell anyone where she went, that she went anywhere. Also, you guys, there is an employee that works at a local Cornelius business establishment. I don't know if this is a store or a restaurant, but from what I'm understanding, it's a restaurant. They are saying that Madalina, Diana, and Christopher would visit their establishment 2 to 3 times a week. And even after Madalina went missing, they still would visit. Christopher and Diana would still visit. And that they were asking, hey, where's Madalina? Where's your daughter? Where's your daughter? And that they acted like everything was fine, nothing was out of the ordinary, and that they would give excuses like, oh, she's with the babysitter, or oh, she stayed at a sleepover. So they always had some excuse for why Madalina was not with them. But this business owner noted that Diana and Christopher seemed fine, did not act like anything was wrong, and would come, do whatever they were doing there, and go on about their way. Madison County locals have stated that there has been a lot of police activity since news spread that Diana Kojikari was in fact in their area. So we do know that the police, they are looking into this. From my understanding, there's been a lot of police activity alongside the road that Diana was stopped at. Law enforcement are saying that there's a lot of wooded area that they're going to have to go through just to make sure that Diana was not maybe left somewhere in that area alongside that road. But they are in fact looking. But I don't know, you guys, to me, and it's weird to say this, but it just, to me, I wonder if maybe there is some hope out there that maybe she is not deceased, because that was my initial thought. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Does this change anything for you, knowing that her mom was traveling, hearing that her stepdad had lost his job, and that people were thinking that possibly they could have sold Madalina? I'm going to make sure I keep you guys updated. If any information does in fact come out, I will make sure that I give that information to you guys as soon as possible. Give this video a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. Also, I do cover reality TV, entertainment news, but all of that's going to be switched over to my other channel called The Bash Chat. The link to that will be in the description box below. And this channel will be focused more on true crime, stories like Madalina Kojikari, Quentin Simon, the Idaho 4 murders, things such as that. So if you're interested in that, please consider subscribing to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. Like I said, leave me your thoughts. Does this change things, knowing that Madalina's mother also was traveling? This area where she was spotted is 3 hours away from the county that she lives in. To me, I don't know, I feel like it gives me a little bit of hope. I just don't know why. You guys leave me your thoughts. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.